talking about different October National Health observances, I just did a video on acknowledging National Breast Cancer Prevention Month, which is one of them. Another one, which is really heartrending for me, and I think for all of us, is that it's also National Domestic Violence Prevention Month. And I really wanted to mention this because it's something that really any ethical, compassionate, empathetic person would be horrified by, just the mere prospect. So what, beyond being aware that this happens, because again, that's what the observance is about, what are we doing about it? This is the question that I have, because it seems to me that it's one issue that women face, that there's a real shortage of solutions for a few different reasons. One, many counties don't have proper shelters for women where they can actually stay for a length of time, a couple of weeks, which is necessary in order to make arrangements for like longer term safe living. For example, where I live in Monterey County, one of the main shelters is basically a day resource center where you can go and take a shower and maybe do some laundry or get some lunch, but you can't actually stay. So a safe haven really eludes many women that are facing this on a daily basis. The other problem with this that kind of adds insult to injury is the fact that domestic violence has a tendency to be an accelerating process. So many psychotherapists and articles point to the fact that it often starts with emotional abuse and then escalates into violence. And then the violence escalates, often resulting, or in cases, resulting in the death of the woman who has been bullied and mistreated for so long by the male, if indeed we're talking about the male as the abuser, which in the majority of cases, that's the situation. So I don't have those answers, but I think we need to start asking questions. We need to take the stigma off of domestic violence for women to never think that it's their fault that someone else has this illness that has them essentially preying on others. So removing the stigma, creating better solutions for women to get the emotional support, mental and emotional support they might need, and above all, to create more safe landing pads for women that are trying to get themselves and their children to safety, especially if they have a retribution-minded abuser that's likely to follow and stalk them. So you can see how multifaceted this problem is, and our solutions need to be equally multifaceted. So I am really kind of just so stirred up by this notion, and I hope you are too, because it's only when we really step into those shoes sort of in our minds and that bringing up that empathy again, that change can really happen. So let's think about that here as we also enjoy the positive aspects of October, just being aware of what, of the whole picture here. So thanks for taking a moment with me to consider this important idea. Cheers.